I'm Kevin Wentzel, HP's Consumer Notebook Technical Marketing Manager. We've got some great new notebooks to show you that we're launching for back to school. So let's start out with our Pavilion G series. Our Pavilion G6 is by far our most popular consumer notebook. When we've done some really nice new things for it for back to school. One is we've supplemented our colors, and we've still got a lot of bright colors, but we've added a subtle pattern behind the color just to make it look a little bit richer. So this is our winter blue color, and of course on the inside of the notebook, that color continues. You've got the palm rest, the speaker bar, all of that in a matching color. We've added a island style keyboard. Previously we did not have that in the G series. And on the G6 we've even added a numeric pad. So if you're one of those gamers or accountants or whatever who likes to have that numeric pad, it's available now. We've upgraded the audio on the G series. We've now got Dolby Advanced Audio and Altec Lansing speakers. So really nice audio features if you're watching a movie or something. It's a 15.6-inch display, variety of Intel and AMD processors and graphics. Also some new features under the hood. We've added an accelerometer on this machine, so that means that we've added our HP Protect Smart. If you drop it or jar it, Protect Smart parks the hard drive head and protects your data. We've also got HP CoolSense on here, so it makes it more comfortable to use on your knee or on your lap or anything like that. This is our blue color. Let's also point out a great bright red color, again with that pattern on it. And same colors on the inside. If you're a fan of purple, we've got a bright purple color. Again, that same look on the inside. And for someone who wants black, black is a little bit different. Instead of putting a pattern on our black, we've got kind of a metal flake sparkling look to it. In fact, we call it sparkling black. Kind of like what you see on cars and things like that. And that again continues on the inside. And I just think this has a really rich look to it with that sparkling black on the inside of the notebook. So the G series, new colors, a little bit of a new pattern, some new features, great new look to it. Next one up is our Pavilion DV4. DV4 is the smaller machine in our DV lineup. This one uses an HP imprint finish, which is a plastic case with an interesting pattern on it. This one's our red. Notice it's not only red, but it has a gradient where from the top to the bottom, it goes from bright red to more of a dark red, almost black look to it. That gradient also continues on the inside, and it just gives it a nice rich look, almost black up at the top, going down to a bright red at the bottom. The DV4, as in the rest of our DV line, has features like Beats Audio. It also has Protect Smart, CoolSense, Island Style keyboard, HP's Image Pad, Touchpad, 14-inch display. And again, Intel's latest CPUs and some graphics options. It's available in red. We've also got it in black with a vertical stripe to it, and white with a vertical stripe. And I want to pull this down because the white one also is white on the inside. White keyboard, vertical striped pattern on the inside. The most powerful machines in our consumer notebook line are our Pavilion DV6 and DV7. The DV6 and the DV7 both have a brushed aluminum finish with a vertical brushing to it. Both have lots of options in terms of AMD and both second generation and third generation Intel Core i-Series processors. NVIDIA discrete graphics available, and some new features also. One is the design. Notice we've got the gradual slope up, quicker slope down. We feel like that gives it a really kinetic look. Something that just looks like it's ready to move out on you. On the cover, previous versions had a plastic bar across the top, which was where the antennas are. We need that to get good antenna performance. Well, but it did break up the look of the machine a little bit, so we decided to change that and put our antennas on the bottom of the display cover, put that plastic stripe there, but put actually a soft touch finish on it, so it feels great to carry it. So we took a requirement that broke up the display design a little bit, made it a feature. It looks great, feels great, and it works just as well. As I said before, sound is important to HP. So on the inside of the DV6 and the DV7, of course we have Beats audio, but speakers are, something new. We've got 2 speakers above the keyboard, 2 more speakers below the display that point right out at you, plus a subwoofer. So great audio if you're listening through the headphones, and great audio if you're listening through the speakers on the machine itself. Full-size island-style keyboard, numeric pad, HP image pad with a little chrome ring around it to call attention to it, and our fingerprint reader with Simple Pass. Now, Simple Pass is one of those features that I think people just don't appreciate enough. You can use it to log on with your fingerprint. You can assign different applications to each finger of your hand or different websites. For example, I could swipe a finger to launch Facebook or anything like that, or to launch your site. I can even save my logins and passwords. So when I go to a site that requires a login, again, swipe my finger and it fills in the login and the password for me. So a really nice feature to have on your notebook. We've got this available both in the DV6 with a 15.6-inch display and our DV7 with a 17-inch display. DV7 adds some hardware features like dual hard drives that you don't get in the DV6. So up to 2 terabytes of hard drive space on here. Okay. For someone who wants many of the features of the DV6, but wants something a little bit thinner and a little bit lighter, we've got a brand new machine. This is our Pavilion M6. And if you look at the comparison, you'll notice it is slightly thinner than your DV6, but it really gives up very little in terms of features. The trade-off you get for a little bit thinner, a little bit lighter, is it doesn't support a quad-core Intel processor like the DV6 does. A lower level discrete graphics, but still a discrete graphics. And you can't get a Blu-ray drive in here. But what you get is a thinner, lighter, more portable machine that still looks and works great. Same kind of features on the inside. Full-size island-style keyboard, numeric pad, image pad. Here you've got 2 speakers above the keyboard and a subwoofer. So you can make your choice here. The DV6 for somebody who wants the most powerful, the M6 for somebody who wants a more portable machine. Okay, let's look at one more notebook, and that's over here. HP worked with the Brazilian fashion designer Alexander HERCHCOVITCH to develop a new designer notebook. This is based on our Pavilion DM1, and a lot of people make the mistake of calling it a mini class machine. It's not. It's a full power notebook. Uses AMD Brazos processors, lots of memory, large hard drives. But on this one, the key is the look. So the design, HERCHCOVITCH uses a lot of lace and lacy patterns in his designs. So this one continues with that lacy look to it. If you feel it, it even has a texture. When you open the machine up, you find that the pattern continues onto the palm rest and even onto the keyboard. So the keyboard has that same design printed onto it, and it has a little bit of texture. And this is something you don't see very often, is the printed keyboard as well. Of course, the backdrop is also matches the design. It even has a couple of designer software apps on it and a screensaver that matches this design. It's being sold with the sleeve and the mouse for $630. So definitely a fashion accessory for somebody who stays up to date with the most current fashions. Okay, for spring, HP is launching some new mice. And these are laser mice. They work great on multiple surfaces. But the biggest thing about them is the way they look. We've got some new patterns, colors, even some kind of whimsical designs like the mustache mouse. So if you need a new mouse, these are just a great one to go for. And at a starting price, $29.99, I mean, easy to afford. So new HP mice, definitely go look for them. And one more thing I wanted to point out is to go along with the back to school notebook, we've got a new display. This is our 2311 Xi. It's a full HD display, IPS, which means wide viewing angle. So I'm hoping from the angle of the camera, you're seeing all of the images on the display just the same way I am, looking at them straight on. And a price point, unbelievable, of $239. So think of that as a back to school combo. You could get a DV4 with a starting price of $549 and a 23-inch monitor for a dorm room for under $1,000. So HP has redesigned our consumer notebook line. New colors, new patterns, new features, latest technology, and all at great prices.